Hello. You're tuning into the episode of the Wunderkind Morning or Wunderkind Show. I'm your host, Nitro. You already know what it is. NFL schedule out. What's good, everybody? Jared Thomas in here already. What's good? H.R. Ferguson, what's up? Jaden Gospel's up, and he's like, yo, Bear Arms saying, yo, Kush, what's up? Twank G, what's up? Zana, if we go 6-0, we're likely 17-0. Maybe. As a Goulian, what's good? Cheese Curl Dan, let's get it. You already know, Money Mike. Money. Well, yeah, baby. Money. Yeah, we got that bad boy. Don't worry. I got that thang. I got that thang. Nitro, now Derrick Henry is signed. Will Emmanuel Acho say more excuses for Lamar Jackson? They're already saying that the Ravens are loaded. That they have the best roster in the NFL. It's nasty in these streets. Yo, man. Well, how's everybody doing tonight? So, if you've been living under a rock and you don't know, it's the NFL. You know, NFL did their schedule release. Baltimore Ravens got theirs out already. People are picking out their stuff. Well, I'm going to show y'all everything we're going to pick out. I'm going to let y'all know what I feel like our winning thing is going to be structurally wise. I think we win a lot of games. I think we win over 12, but we're going to go through each one. What's up, Night? Tim Rollins was good. Eli Sports, guys, see you, man. Kush. First game at Buffalo Bills. How you feeling about that? I'm straight. Regular season, usually we mow over the Bills, so I'm not too worried about the Bills. So when we get to the playoffs, we got playing that snow that it's a problem. People can't snap the ball. People can't catch the ball. Yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. This is why I keep trying to tell y'all why we need home field advantage. A lot of people don't seem to realize why I say what I say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling y'all we need home field advantage because bad weather, a lot of other teams got horrible weather. Bills is terrible weather. The Kansas City Chiefs are terrible weather. Why on God's green earth would I want our team to go out there and play in that? Why? I have a question. When you let you slip away. I straight up, bro. It makes no sense. But check it out, guys. I got it right here. Look at that. Bam. Don't worry. We got it right there. That's what SeatGeek put out for the 2025 schedule. Say what did you say, Matt Cannon? Bro, I'm hyped. I'm hyped for this. You know why? Because there's going to be a lot of games that I feel like we're going to run over. Barring injury, a lot of these games are going to be blowouts. And I'm going to tell you exactly which ones are it too. So this is what SeatGeek came out with. I know, little hard to see, but I'm telling you everything. You know, I got even know backstory. But I got the other one here where you can see it. Now, if you look over, right, week 1 we got at the Bills, right? What's it called? Anybody else saying what's up? ZTBX TV, probably the hardest schedule I've seen in a minute. Everything the Ravens get is earned. Nothing is given. What do you expect? Like, bro, we always have hard schedules, and they've already came out and said we don't even have a top 5 hard schedule. We have like a top 7, something like that. So, yeah, so I'm letting y'all know that now. And mind you, the reason why we don't is because they don't consider the Bengals, because the Bengals haven't won in the past 2 seasons as being a true threat. So they count against us when we look at the how hard our schedule is. Them and the Browns. What is it called? Let's see. Bills first. I love it. Have to crush them. We're going to crush them. 6-0 start to the Ravens. 14-3 record with our annual end of the season. Loss to the Pittsburgh. Probably because everybody's sitting. Jared Thomas is Nitro. I think they dropped the Bills game, but beat KC and KC. We're going to see Jared Thomas. I think we beat him. Nightmare Kilo. The media wants a narrative with these week 1 games playing who defeated us in the playoffs. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. That's why we're going to go over. That's why I'm here, bro. Matter of fact, let me even make it a little bigger. Why? Because I want y'all to see this. Because we got to go over this. We're going to go over this properly. So I don't want y'all missing anything, right? So check this out. So week 1, we got the Bills, right? 8:20, Sunday Night Football. Okay, no problem. I don't got a problem with that. I think we win the first game of the season. I think we start off 1-0. Browns after that, that's a dub. This game against the Lions is going to be a lot harder than people recognize. That's the game out of those 4 that I'm worried about. I'm not worried about the Chiefs. Not worried about the Chiefs. I think we go in there and we kill the Chiefs. I think we beat the Chiefs by 14 or more points. I truly do. Nitro, you're right. We're at least 12-5, if anything. Jaden Gospel, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So then when we look at it and say, okay, the Lions, right? Lions are trying to have a bounce back. Like I said, I think that's going to be the hardest out of the starting 4 weeks. But even if you look at the first 6 weeks, this is a hard schedule. The Texans, even though we do well, they're not a pushover. They're going to be much better. Everyone's coming back from injury, so they're going to be a better team. Defense is going to be even better. Rams are going to be better, most likely also. So that's a hellish 6 weeks to deal with. Then it's an early bye. I don't like the early bye. I would like our bye to be around week 12 and 13. Reason why is because I like for us to get a week off. Then we play a little. Then if we win the AFC, then we have a whole nother time off. First glance, 11-6. ZTV, you think that's no. I don't see that. Now, what I do see is us going at the minimum 4-2 in the first 6 games. I think it's a good chance to go 5-1. The game that I think they lose I would say the Lions. I think we beat the Bills, we beat the Browns, we beat the Chiefs, we beat the Texans, we beat the Rams. If I had to say any of out of those 6 weeks, I think it's the Lions. I think we start off 5-1. Then we have a bye. Bears, that's a win. Dolphins play us very well. Now, if the Dolphins are a little bit injured or whatever else, that's a blowout. But I know y'all remember the stuff that Tua has done to our team. Even though we've had times where we've blown them out and stuff like that, I know you've seen what that offense has done to our team. So, but I do take that as a win. So by that time, we're looking at 7-1 on both the Bears and the Dolphins. Going over to week 10, we got the Vikings, November 9th, 1 p.m. game, regular game. I'll take that as a win. Also, Browns, week 11. I think this is going to be where Shadur is already starting. I think they give us a run for our money, but we eventually beat them by about 10 points. The Jets, that's a win. Bengals, that is a win. We're not losing right after Thanksgiving. After we done got filled full of bird. Nah, bro. We winning that. Steelers. That's a win. Now, the second Bengals game is iffy for me. I could see us dropping the second Bengals game. I could see us beating the Patriots, beating the Packers. At that point, we're 14-2. We wrap up the AFC, and then they say go play the Steelers, and we might lose against the Steelers, finishing off the season 14-3, going into the playoffs of the AFC's top squad. Now, guys, look, I'm splitting these for certain reasons, right? I think now that we beat the Pittsburgh back-to-back times, and the last time we played them, we blew them out, I think that that's going to be the norm. I think that a lot of things are put to rest in that game. All of those weird demons and stuff like that people say manifest when we're playing them, I think those have been put to rest. Like, they sleep. they go on to sleep, guys, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm worried about the Bengals because the Bengals at that time are going to be fighting for a playoff spot. I think that they're going to be struggling. I don't think the Bengals make the playoffs for a third straight season. And I think that game that we lose to them, we're going to get everything they got. I think they win that game, and then they end up missing the playoffs because they're going to have to play every game in the last week of the season. So, yeah, I don't got the Bengals making the playoffs this year either. I think the Bengals go 3 consecutive seasons without making the playoffs, and then Ravens wrap up the AFC. We go on. I think it's going to be a rematch between Philly and the Ravens for a Super Bowl, even though we never played them. You know what I mean? And I think the Ravens take the cake, and we win our first Super Bowl with Lamar Jackson. Lawrence Wilson's game out, so we're going undefeated. Nah, not with John Harbaugh, we not. We split with Bengals. I think we do habitual. I think we split. I think the Bengals, one thing with the Ravens, if they're winning a lot of games and we don't have no more to like, if we wrap up the AFC, I could see very well it being that, okay, take the foot off the gas. The Bengals are going to give us everything that they can to make the playoffs. And I think that's going to be enough to barely skate by and beat us. And then, of course, Steelers after that. Packers after that. We wrap that up. Then Steelers, we sit our starters. So, yeah. No, Jared Thomas. I don't think they make it. I do not think they make it, guys. I do not think they make it at all. I'm going to be real. Look. Zelly the Knight with the first donation of the night. Yes. Zelly the Knight with a $5 donation. Yo, Nitro. We have in Buffalo for Sunday night dinner. Let's go. AKA Buffalo Wings. Shout out to you, Zelly, for the first donation. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Listen, let me tell you something right now, guys. I don't want context to be thrown aside to the wayside. You understand where I'm coming from? We know that the Bengals, when it comes to our defense and their offense, they give us everything we can. Just like our offense gives them that work, their offense gives us our defense that work. Consistently, I might add. All of their best games have came against the Baltimore Ravens in different seasons. So you can't say, oh, those one season. No, I'm real about it. I'm honest about it. Like, what do we do? Like, guys, I'm going to be real with y'all. When we're looking at this list, I'm being very objective about it. Very objective. The Bills, once again, like I said, I think we take them out because we play them well in the regular season. So it's not going to be no cold or stuff helping them out. I think we win that game. Browns, come on now, let's be real. They're going to give us a run just because their defense is really good, but they're not going to have no real offense, so that's a win. Lions is, I think, where we lose. I think Lions come out. I think the Lions start hot this year again, and they skate by us. I think they might win by probably 6 points or something like that, 5 points. And then we go to Chiefs, handle business. Go to the Texans, handle business. Go to the Rams, handle business. Then we're in the bye. Then we're on the bye. Then we got the Bears, then the Dolphins. I think we win both of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That time we're 7-1. Vikings make 8-1. Browns make 9-1. Jets make 10-1. Bengals make 11-1. Steelers make 12-1. Second one makes 12-2 for the Bengals, right? Then 13-2. 14-2. Whatever happens in the Steelers game, I don't know. But at that point, we're going to be 14-2. Listen, of course they know they're terrified because they know, bro, as long as Lamar Jackson has been healthy, the Baltimore Ravens make the playoffs. They make the playoffs and they win the AFC North. It's not even close, mind you. Like, it's not even close. Like, people be like, oh, no. It is what it is. Nah, bro. Oh, man. Oh, $5 donation for appreciate you, bro, from Keaton Wheeler. Hey, thank you, bro. KBZ. KBZ with the $5 donation. Let's go. Best Nation donation. Guys, look, and like I said before, it's one of those things where you're looking at the schedule and everybody hopes their team does well, right? Derrick Henry is healthy. Lamar is healthy. Zay Flowers is back to being healthy. Bateman is healthy. Mark Andrews is coming in totally healthy. I know everyone's saying Mark Andrews, but during the regular season, he's not bad. Isaiah Likely is coming in hungry. Man, Keegan Mitchell, healthy. Our running back room is deeper. That's the reason why I told y'all. The reason why I'm picking this is because you have to understand levels. Like when you're looking even at the running back room, right? Keegan Mitchell's coming back fully healthy. So is Justice. Then you got Derrick Henry. You're going to have guys that are going to be able to take some of that weight off of Derrick Henry's shoulders, and they're explosive. So there's going to be times I think that Derrick Henry gets to sit. I don't think Derrick Henry go for 2,000. I think he go for like 15, 1,600, and then we'll see where that happens. Kush with a $5 donation. Thanks for all you do, Ravens Nation. Hey, Kush, man, God bless, man. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. Greatly appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Let me tell you something, guys. When we're looking at this from the outside, right, and we're saying what's coming next, the Ravens are going to be riding a high. The only problem I see is that they might get tripped up. Is that Harbaugh? That's who I'm worried about. Because when the Ravens win a lot of games, Harbaugh, for some reason, I don't know what it is, when we go into the playoffs, he likes to throw out the game plan that they practice and say, we're going to do something different. And everyone says it's not him, but he does. But it happens with every offensive coordinator. And you look at them and you be like, Arr? So that's the only person that's the only thing I'm worried about. If you're tuned in, we have 102 people in here. Please make sure that you like and subscribe to and like the stream. I'm Nitro, your host. You're watching The Wunderkind Show, schedule release party. Let me tell you something, guys. That's the only part I'm worried about is John Harbaugh. If John Harbaugh cannot Harbaugh it up, this could very well be our title year. And I've already told you guys, once the Baltimore Ravens get that monkey off their back and they get that first title in, it's over. It's going to be, I'm telling y'all, bro, we might repeat. I'm telling you, mark it down right now. If we win this year, next year we're repeating. I'm telling y'all. It's going to happen. Everyone's going to be like, wow. I'll be like, didn't I tell you? I'm like, wow. I'm like, didn't I tell you? I'm like, wow. I'm telling you, bro. Y'all not understanding that once, because of the people that we had, that's why I was so stringent on re-signing Derrick Henry. And some people disagreed with me. And I'm saying, look, when we win this year, he's locked in. So is Lamar. Once this team gets that monkey off their back, they're going to look at a stack. They're going to say, okay, we got one. We need another one, bro. We need another one. And they're going to go into Lamar. Going to come in ready for action. Derrick Henry going to look. He's going to be ready for action. Zay Flowers, he's going to be looking for a contract at that time. Dog, action. Isaiah Likely probably already got a new contract. Action. You know what I'm saying? Everybody turns into a bear or a wolf, a dog, and it comes out. The monsters come out to play. I'm telling y'all, by that time, Mark Andrews will be out of here. By that time, Mark Andrews is out of here. He is not going to be on the team at that time. So that's what I'm saying. I don't look at it as something to say I'm hoping for the best, planning for the worst with this. I'm telling you, barring injury, this Ravens team is going to win around 14, 15 games. They have that ability. They see how to, mind you, remember the first 2 weeks? They were still wondering like, oh, how are we going to mesh Lamar and Derrick Henry? How do we mesh them into the, all that stuff is done. Then they were like, how, we don't want to use up everything with Derrick Henry. We need some guys that can receive. Maybe we don't put too much on Justice Hill's plate. Guess who's fully healthy? Keaton Mitchell. Now he's back. And also he can contribute in the kick cover, so he might have 1 or 2 games where he might return a kick or two. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. This is going to be a year where guys are healthy, focused, paid, and ready to play. We got to get ready. I'm telling y'all, man, the more and more I look at this list, is the more and more I say, bro, we could do it, bro. We could do it. I'm not like, everyone's saying this is a hard schedule. We always have hard schedules. Name a year where we had an easy schedule. We play in the hardest division in the NFL. Filet, Mr. Filet. I did not forget about Mr. Filet. I did not forget about Mr. Filet at all. When I see Filet on...
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
That's how I feel about Filet.
No!
That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? But, we'll see if he gets a little better, even a little better would be a lot better to me. Like, if he even plays 10% better, then it's cookies. I want you to understand, and as I love, with Coach and some of the other content creators, when they go over some of the stuff that I don't specifically or particularly go over myself, even though I do it in my free time, not on camera or on live, they broke down how many plays were blown up because of Filele on the guards. How many runs that were perfectly blocked and would have went the distance, but were stopped because of Filele. I can go the distance. Filele stopped his block and ruined the play. But today's not that day again. I'll go most anywhere to feel like I belong. Bro, I'm dead serious, bro. If Filele start doing foolishness, bro, he have to see me. All 6, 7 of them have to come see me, bro. He have to come see me, bro. Dead serious with you, bro. I'm not playing. I am not playing, bro. This is our year. Our year. Oh, do we have deficiencies? You darn right we do. But let me tell you something right now. That's why, listen. This is how I play everything out. Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely. Isaiah Likely has to be given the bulk. He has to. If Isaiah Likely is given that bulk, I don't see anybody being able to beat our team, really. The only time is if there's like mental hiccups, stuff like that. But overall, I don't see no one being able to see this team. If Isaiah Likely gets the bulk of the tight end receptions, oh, it's over. I'll tell you this right now. Y'all don't, mind you, I'm the same guy that came out and said what he said about Derrick Henry. I told y'all last year, I said Derrick Henry's going to rush for over 1,500 yards. Everyone said, Nitro, come on now, stop tripping. You lying to you sipping the purple closet. No, I'm not. Y'all don't watch enough tape. You gotta watch tape. Mind you, in games. I'm watching games and tape. I told y'all, I said, yo, I'm telling y'all, when he's going over 1,500 yards. Then he's at 19. The same people that didn't want him were like, oh yeah, he's nice. But then you see the difference of a great player next to another great player. Gerald Longmire with a $5 donation. Slap, black hand side slap. Got you right there. Double slap. Uppercut slap. The way I got you, bro. Taking the church, Nitro. Oh! Let me tell you, the Ravens have a chance to go all the way. Make every day a good day. Every game they play might be a winning way. God done shine his rays. I told you the winning ways. Isaiah Likely, Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, Ravens to the Super Bowl. It's coming! It's coming! Ah! I'm telling y'all, bro, listen. Y'all be thinking I be joking, bro. Y'all be thinking I'm joking. The AFC is going to have to go through Baltimore this year. Barring injury, it has to go through Baltimore. This is one of them times. Bro, listen. Y'all be thinking I be joking about stuff. If the Ravens did everything I wanted, we'd already got Super Bowls. But you know, you can't cry over spilt milk. It is what it is. But mind you, if everyone's going to watch this and say Nitro tripping, Nitro's in his feelings, he's just trying to get views. Everything that I say, if the Ravens do, straight up, call me a liar if I'm lying. Everything I say, if they do it, every time they did what I said, didn't the Ravens take off? Didn't the Ravens look amazing? Didn't the Ravens look spectacular? Okay, exactly. So, and it was against the grain, a lot of the stuff that I've said. Like, this is what we need. Like, bro, I'm looking at some Ravens fans be too scared for me, bro. Too scared. Do we have deficiencies? You darn right we do. But we got Derrick Henry and that man named Lamar Demetrius Jackson. We got Isaiah Likely. who will most likely be finding about 10 touchdowns this season. I think Isaiah Likely, barring injury, you could pencil him in for about 800 yards or more. I'm telling y'all. Isaiah Likely is going to break out, and you're gonna see games where they're trying to suppress him, and it's not gonna work. He's just gonna have one catch that might go for 70 yards. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh!" Like I told y'all, it's up. It's up, then it's up, then it's up. Now it's stuck. I'm down, bro. It's over. I'm telling y'all, bro. Bro, listen, I'm not scared of none of it. Listen, I'm not scared of none of these teams. Do the Ravens got deficiencies? Yes. But all of these other teams got deficiencies. The only team that I've watched and looked at that don't have really any deficiencies are the Philadelphia Eagles. And guess what? We went blow for blow with them already. So I'm not scared of none of these teams. When they said, like, and let's be real, that's the most complete team in the NFL. Them and the Detroit Lions are the most complete teams in the entire NFL. We already blew out those Lions. You remember that? Did I pick? Mind you, I picked them to win that game, but it's more like I feel like they're going to start off really, really hot, beat us by about 5 points, and we go on a tear. The Ravens usually lose 1 or 2 games just off a close, you know what I'm saying? A drop here, a fumble there. Guys are going to make plays, but I think we're going to outplay everybody else, and I think we're going to make it known that we're headhunting. If we don't lose against Detroit, mark my words, we might end up being 12-0, 13-0, and then people are going to be starting looking at it like, whoa, are they trying to go undefeated? I'm telling you, watch. If we do not lose against Detroit, oh gosh, it's up. I'm telling you, Zell enough for another $5 donation. Facts. These teams are ready to see the king and E-Tone. Oh yeah, and Lamar not even Lamar no more. He E-Tone. You saw he walked into the bathroom with that limp and gave that man the clip. Yeah, man, it's a whole different season, man. Every time we go against them, I'm playing that. I'm gonna have that picture with him just like this. Watch. Nick Wright shamed the Baltimore Ravens because he knows that we are a threat. If you remember, anybody who's a threat to Patrick Mahomes, he has a problem with. He's not scared of Josh Allen no more. So he's like, Josh Allen's great. When he felt like the Bills might take them out, he was bad-mouthing Josh Allen. Then he was bad-mouthing Joe Burrow. Because the Bengals that beat them, twice? So, he was bad-mouthing them. Now it's, Joe Burrow. I love Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's so amazing. Because now he's not scared of them. He's like, because everyone is coming, because I want you to understand this, right? Everybody knows this. That's come to the conclusion. If Lamar and the Baltimore Ravens are healthy, they're not making the playoffs. The Cincinnati Bengals, they're not. It's too hard in the AFC North. I think they get close. I think they might win like 9 games, maybe even 10 games. But I don't see Cincy making the playoffs this year. I don't. I see, bro. Let me go to the AFC, and I'm gonna start putting out this stuff because I know people are gonna save what I say. And I'm telling you this right now. I have a feeling they don't make it. I'm gonna tell you what the standards are gonna be because sometimes it's what we need, right? I think the Bills win the AFC East again because I don't see the Dolphins taking a step forward to beat them. I think we win the AFC North. I think the Steelers make the playoffs. I think the Browns double their wins, right? And the Browns play against the Bengals very well. The Bengals do not do well against the Browns. Just to let y'all know that. I think the Browns are like 10-3 versus them or something like that. Then the Texans make the playoffs again. I think the Jaguars revive. They make the playoffs. And then the Chiefs. I think the Chargers and the Broncos both miss the playoffs. Now, I know some people are going to get on me about the Chargers. I feel like the Chargers are going to miss the playoffs because of the usage of Greg Roman. I think they just miss it. Mind you, the Broncos won 10 games last year, and the Chargers won 11. I think they both drop out. I think the Chiefs are the only team to make it out of the AFC West. The South gets 2 teams. The Ravens get two. The AFC North get 2 teams, and then the Bills, of course, the AFC get 1. Bro, I know some of y'all gonna be like, no. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. 3 straight Nitros up, bro. Darren Lowski gets a 50 overall backup in Madden 15. Bro, I can't stand him, bro. The man's a legit. He gonna try to work hard to get Joe Burrow that MVP this year. Even if they miss the playoffs, he gonna be saying, oh, he deserve it. Who cares if it's never been done before? Joe deserves to get it this time. I'm telling y'all. I have a feeling Lamar is going to take it up a notch this season. Shout out to you, Ashley Shelton. How you doing? Follower Christ, what's good, what's good? Let me hear this right now. Could you imagine what it would look like if Lamar Jackson took it up a notch? What that would look like? What the optics of that would be? What the ocular proof of his greatness would be if that happened? Like, guys, people seem to forget. Lamar threw for 4,000 yards, rushed for 900 and something, almost 1,000 yards, threw for 40-plus touchdowns, and had 4 interceptions with the highest passer rating in the NFL. He's going above that. So going above that is like Lamar getting like 4,400 passing yards and 1,100 rushing yards. Let me let you understand this right now. If Lamar does that and wins the title, they will garner it as the greatest single season for a quarterback in NFL history. Because there's another thing I'm going to say right now. Because if we're leading that, right, I don't think Patrick Mahomes makes it to the AFC Championship game this year. I think it's going to be Bills versus Ravens for the AFC Championship. That's who I think is going to be against. Barring injury, if it's injuries, then I could see the Texans, right, making a pull. But let me tell you something right now. I have a feeling it's going to be Ravens and Bills for the AFC Championship game in Baltimore. That's what I feel like. That's what's going to be. And when we come down to that, if we beat them, we're going to have to go against Philly. But people be like, bro, you have any idea how crazy that is? Lamar will rush for 700-plus yards on any given day, on any given season, I mean. Any given season. To say that Lamar would pass for 5,000 yards, bro, and add on an additional 700-plus rushing yards, let me let you understand that. That would be beyond the greatest season. It would be something I don't believe would ever be touched. Like, because you're looking at it saying it's not just him being an elite passer. It's not just him being an elite conductor, an elite point guard. It's him being the best also player on the field, the most dynamic player on the field. Hey, bro, listen, I don't think it's possible, bro. If he does that, bro, man, like y'all don't even understand. It's hard enough passing for 5,000 yards. And think about for the people that's done it. The people that pass for 5,000 usually just airing it out. Just constant airing it out. Constant. Patrick Mahomes has only done it once. Think about how he be airing it out. Especially when he had Tyreek Hill. Like the Saints with Drew Brees, what they do like 3 times or 4 times, something like that. And that's because all they did was throw the ball. Their short passing game was their running game almost until they teamed up with what's their name, the duo at running back. I'm telling y'all, bro, I'm going over this list and I'm not scared. Like I don't know how to. Like I said before, I think if the Ravens make it past Detroit, we will be looking at a season where we're looking at like 12-0. I'm telling you, they're gonna blow out the Chiefs. Mark my words, right? Somebody record this right now. The Ravens are going to blow out the Chiefs by 10+ points. I'm telling y'all that. When we play the Chiefs, we're gonna blow them out. It's gonna be cookies. I'm telling y'all. So that's what I'm trying to tell people. When I look at the first 6 games, the only loss I can see is to the Lions. I think we beat the Bills. I think we put a licking on the Bills. I think we put a licking on the Bills. But the Bills are going to make it because I feel like Miami will choke anyways. I really do. So that's why I said I think we win, lose, win. So we start off the season 5-1. If we somehow beat the Lions and we're 6-0, then the bye happens. We're not losing against the Bears. That's 7, and the Dolphins make 8. Then it's the Vikings would be 9, Browns would make 10, Jets would make 11. The first Bengals that we're beating, and that's 12-0. That's 12-0. Then of course we gotta face the Steelers. We're beating them the first time, so that'd be 13-0. The second Bengals I picked us to lose. I think we're going to split this year with the Bengals. I really do. That would put us at, what was that, 12-1? Patriots win. Packers, that's a win. Only way I say we don't beat the Packers is if it's like crazy, like downpour, like snow, and it becomes like that weird Patriot game that we had where it was like a monsoon in the stadium. Dozy Dope with the $2 donation. Yes, I was just saying the Chiefs don't stand a chance. Hey, man, listen, I don't think they do either. I do not think the Chiefs stand a chance against us. I think they're going to lose. I think they're going to lose and lose bad. I really do. I really do. I think that they're going to look to try to do certain things, attack Roquan. You already know that is. But I don't think Travis Kelce is the player he used to be. And they're going to look to, I think this year is going to be the year Patrick Mahomes looks to air it out because he has 2 receivers in Worthy and Hollywood. Hollywood's coming back fully healthy. So now you have 2 speed guys that can get on top of any safety in the league. I think he's going to look to bomb it out. Because he's going to be looking to bomb it out, I think he's going to have a lot of big plays, but that means he's going to have a lot of turnovers also. I think because they're small, they look like guys might body and still tip the ball, and there might be interceptions, something like that enough times. So that's why I'm picking when it comes to them. But I'm telling you guys, I have a feeling that we're going to blow them out. I have a feeling. Tonight, Tensei, hey, the rest with a $2 donation. LJ needs to throw contested in red zone like Russell. Listen, the only person that we can really do that to that can catch a contested ball in his zone is Isaiah Likely. Who else could go up and just get the ball? That's not you. We already seen that is not Bateman's game. That sure as heck isn't Zay Flowers' game. That's not Tylen Wallace's game neither. It's only the tight ends that they could do that to. And so, you know what I mean? Like, throw it up. I like the back shoulder fade more to Isaiah Likely. We've seen him throw it up and Mark Andrews make play after play in the regular season. So we know that that's a possibility. But if Isaiah Likely starts to get used more on the back shoulder fade one-on-one with somebody say throw it up and then go make a play, oh yeah, then I believe that it's going to start happening what you're saying. Dozy Dope with the $2 donation. I think we can go 15-2, 16-1 if we're locked in. Listen, I want to explain something to y'all. Harbaugh does not like that much winning. It makes him feel uncomfortable. I don't care what he says. He feels antsy. Harbaugh likes to get the losses out from early and then build off of that and build momentum off of the losses. That's Harbaugh's mentality. He don't like undefeatedness. And that's the only part that little scares me, right? That's another reason why I said I think the Bengals might get that second win off of us. That win off of us on the second time we face them. Because I'm telling y'all this right now, if we're 13-0 or something like that, watch the craziness you're going to see from the Bengals. They're going to pull out all the stops to stop us from going undefeated. Because you know, they're in our division. Them and the Steelers will try to hurt us. Bengals are going to try to throw everything they can at us to get the win. Steelers are going to say, we can't beat them, but we're going to make sure that we're going to hurt them so bad that they're going to limp into the playoffs. And if you remember the game that we blew them out, they put a lot of licks on Lamar. Lamar was limping after the game of the Pittsburgh game. Play our game and we win the title, Yami said. I think we win. But once again, mistakes have always been our Achilles heel. I feel that this year the mistakes come to an end. I think that some guys that weren't vocal before are going to be vocal now. I think some of the guys that weren't saying anything are going to be saying stuff now. Some of the guys that were tolerating certain things are not going to be tolerating anything now. I think you're going to have some guys that are going to be looking at them and be like, bro, I ain't playing with you. I'm not doing this over every year where, every year it's okay. We lost. It happens. We'll come back next year stronger. No, tired of that speech. I'm tired of that spill. I want problems. And I'm telling y'all, if it comes to pass, this is going to be a season for the ages. You watch. I'm telling you, Doji, I just have a feeling that the Bengals, because of how they play us, I have a feeling that, especially if we're undefeated, oh my gosh, it's going to be the Super Bowl for them. Because imagine this concept right now, right? They're fighting to make the playoffs. They're out of the playoff race right now. They're fighting to get into that last seed and stuff like that, right? And we're undefeated. We're facing them. We're going to have John Harbaugh, who's going to be biting his nails. What's going on? I'm so worried, right? You're going to have the Bengals pulling out every trick play, every cross play, every cheat they can to win that game, because they're going to want to make the playoffs, and they're going to want to be the team to stop a perfect season for the Baltimore Ravens. I've said this already. Lamar Jackson is the only player that I've seen, a Lamar Jackson-led team is the only team I can see going undefeated in the NFL because of the level of a plus multiplier that he is. Let me tell you something right now. If Lamar starts to say, listen, there is no coming back, we're going for it all. If we start this season off 12-0, 13-0, there's a chance we're going undefeated, guys. But I don't want to jinx that because I just know how Harbaugh is. I know how he does things. He will be looking to get a loss before the playoffs. I'm telling y'all. Or I could see us. Bro, let me tell you another scenario. I can see the Ravens being 16-0. And then Harbaugh sitting all of his starters in the last game, being 16-0. I can see Harbaugh saying everybody's sitting. Everybody. If we lose, whatever. Question. If we're 16-0, do you think we should play our starters for the 17th game? Yes or no? I need the chat to speak up on this. If the Ravens ended up being 16-0, 16 consecutive wins, last game of the season is the Steelers, do you think we should sit our players, or do you think we should play our starters? Let me know in the chat, please. So, you think we should, Yato Kyoto said yes, we should sit him. Game Too Easy said no. DCC said no. Yami said no. KBZ said no. We should lose game 16. Abdi said no. D-Star said nah. Professor Wando said more. Abdi said Lamar played the first half. Bro, listen, man. I'm telling y'all that I wouldn't want to. Maybe I'm being like playing with ego. I know Harbaugh, how he thinks, how he views the Steelers. Harbaugh looks at the Steelers and knows that the Steelers hate to lose and they play dirty. Let me tell you something right now. This is why I asked this question. Because the Steelers, even if they're going to make the playoffs, they will play their starters just so that we don't get an undefeated season. And they would try to legit hurt our guys. So that's why I'm asking. Because the last game of the season is the Steelers again. If the last game of the season was the Browns, the Bengals, the Bills, Eagles, Miami, something like that. But that's why I asked that, because I'm like, bro, the last game of the season is the Steelers. And the Steelers, they hit people. Oh my gosh, Will.i.am with a $50 donation. Will.i.am, say I am. Oh my gosh. HELLO, coaches are extra superstitious with a $50 donation. My sir, thank you so much, and I salute you. Best nation in the world donation. But let me tell you something right now. Coaches are very superstitious. I'm telling you, Harbaugh is superstitious, bro. Y'all don't understand it. I've watched the way he coaches. I've studied it. I've looked at tendencies. And I'm telling you this right now. If we're going against the Steelers and we're 16-0, Harbaugh is sitting all of our guys. I'm telling y'all. Ranger Reed said sit the starters. Bro, if we win 16 straight games, I'm telling you right now, the locker room would be divided. Because some guys would be like, bro, we want that record. Why can't we win everything? Why can't we have an undefeated season? That would be, well, they'll be like, oh, but anything can happen. We might get hurt. That would be the other side. It would split the locker room. I think that would split the locker room, and Harbaugh wouldn't even let it go up to a vote. Harbaugh would put it to an end immediately. He would say, nah, y'all ain't playing. Y'all is not playing. I'm telling you, bro. I said this how many times? I've said the player that could go undefeated in this league is Lamar Jackson. I've said it a plethora of times. I said because of what he does to opposing defenses, and now you put Derrick Henry in there, oh yeah, we could go. But the problem is, I know that coaches are superstitious, and I know that the Ravens, the coaching staff, they fear the Steelers. I don't care what none of y'all say, that they fear the Steelers. They do. The coaching staff from the Ravens are scared of the Steelers. They are. It's been proven. Producer Nitro got you. Bro. Listen, I'm real. I am real. And I'll be real with you. I think personally for me, I think right now my mind is saying I know the Steelers play dirty. I don't know. But I know for a fact that if the Ravens, we're on week, whatever it was, week 17. Jay, with a $10 donation. He's at 13-4, baby. Hey, man, thank you for the donation. Best nation donation. Y'all sitting out here throwing up 50s and 10s out here.
$50 million? And who do you think you kidnapped, Chelsea Clinton?
But let me tell you something right now. If we get to week 16 and we're 15-0, y'all thinking, man, throw it out there. I want undefeated. I promise you, bro, could you imagine? I want y'all to sit back in your chairs real quick, get real comfortable. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to tell you a story, right? If the Ravens were 15-0 and we had the opportunity to go undefeated, do you have any idea what it would do if we did? For one, that Super Bowl does not count as the weight of one Super Bowl. That Super Bowl is worth like 2 or 3 Super Bowls. I'll do that now. Everyone's going to say, no, it's not. It's graded the same way now. No, it's not. No, it's not. Tom Brady came out and they asked him, they said, yo, would you give up a Super Bowl or 2 for that undefeated season? Tom Brady said, yes. He's like, yes, I would. Oh, yes, I would. There's levels to this. Yeah, and people don't seem to understand that. People be like, oh, people in their feelings or Raven fans don't understand. Bro, we're talking about history. History. That's what it would be. Could you actually, Shelton, could you imagine how the Raven flock would be? If that was the case, if we were 15-0, 16-0, how on the seats we would be. Because everybody's going to be watching and saying, who's going to give them the L? Signing up with a $5 donation. Yes. Everybody's going. Oh, yeah. You can't tell me Hardball's pregame music ain't Stevie Wonder. There ain't superstitions. That's a mean song, too. Riding on the wall. And it's done the business. Bro, that song is me. If you believe in me, understand, and if it's so superstitious is the way. Shout out to you, Zelly, man. Shout out to you. Listen, I'm telling y'all, bro, because I want y'all to think about us as a unit. We're not going to want to take an L. We're not going to want to sit anybody. Baltimore Raven fans, all throughout Baltimore, throughout the world, if we're 15-0, 16-0, 14-0, 13-0, once we get past that 12-0, bro, we're going to be like, we can go undefeated. That's going to be the talk. I'm telling y'all. That's going to be every single network is going to be, we're going to be leading every network. Are they going to go undefeated? Can they do what the Patriots did? Can they do what the Chiefs failed to do? Can they do what the only team with the Dolphins doing it, make it, get it done? Bro, every day, every hour they'll be talking about it. That last 5 weeks, bro, we would be on the edge of our seats. And I would be all the way here for it. Because why would I not be? Like, can you imagine what that would do to our fan base? Our thought process? How we, bro, is that a, you know what I'm saying? Got me just want to just clap in the air, bro. I'd be, hey, we got it, baby. Bro, it'd be pandemonium. Like, it would be like godsend. Kush with a $10 donation. Hey, thank you, Kush. Man said, Nitro, how do you feel about the DT position? Are you confident in our guys, or do you feel like we need... Listen, Matabike, Peoples, and what's his name? I actually like the other guy, too, the backup, too. I like him a lot. Yeah, I think we got enough D tackles. I think we got enough. I think they can make some, at least when it comes to pass rushing. I think we got enough. I really do. Now, where I'm worried about, like I'm always worried about, is corner, and I'm worried about the development of our linebackers. Travis Jones, thank you, Yami. Rogue Pod, what up, baby? Hey, my boy, Hendo made it in here, man. You made it in here, man. What's good? Listen, Hendo, I have a question for you right now. King Lee with another $5 donation. Hey, is it 14-3? King Lee with the 5. Best nation donation. I have a question for you right now, Rogue Pod. If the Ravens, right, ended up starting off the season 13-0, 14-0, would you want them to rest the starters if we had the opportunity of going undefeated? Or would you say, nah, let's go for the record? I'm asking you because I want to know your mindset on this, because a lot of times people kind of sway. Would you want us to go for the record, or would you want us to sit our starters? If we could go undefeated, we'll say we're 15-0, the AFC is wrapped up, would you want us to rest the starters, or do you want us to go for it? I need to know right now. Please. Joseph, what up? Inside the square circle with King Judah. Our linebackers will be fine. Buchanan is NFL ready. We're going to get to see. Because Harbaugh don't like playing certain rookies. I'm just being real. Toya Williams, we need a run stopper D tackle like Michael P. Yes, we do. And I think that we'll eventually get one. But for pass rushing, like for the quarterback, I think we have a good room. We never have good luck resting starters. Alexander Alden, what is it, yes or no? I need to know. Is it yes or no? I needs to know. Like, nah, son. So you mean nah meaning rest him or nah, don't go for it? H.R. Ferguson said, go for the record. See, so I'm seeing we got it, bro. Tactical, you said rest him? Bro, I'd say go for the record, bro. Tactical, I'd say go for the record, bro. I would say go for the record. Bro. I'm dead serious with you. I'd say go for the record. If we're that close, bro, I'm telling y'all. Listen, if we were lucky, because it takes luck also, because you got to be healthy. You got to remain pretty much healthy, the whole thing. Like, it takes luck. But if we were lucky enough, right, for that to happen, 16 or 15-0, yeah, man, I would have to, yeah, man, I would say let's go for it. Straight up, I would say go for it. I'm not even lying. I would tell everyone we're going for it. Why would I not? Like, I would be heartbroken if we had as a Raven fan, Kenyatta came here like, ooh, there. Boy, Kenyatta, you gonna be mad at me, boy. But it's okay. I tell you what I think. It is what it is. I'm glad you came in here, bro. Much love, much love. I really do believe that if we got to that 15-16 mark, I think I would feel a way if we gave up the ability to go. Just like I feel like I would like how what's his name? Saquon had the opportunity to get the record and they didn't even go for it. They won the Super Bowl. Great. That's what you want in the end. But could you imagine missing out on that and not winning the Super Bowl? You know what I mean? I'd be saying what's up. So that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, if we had the chance to go for the record, go for it. I'm not scared. Like scared money don't make money. Scared money don't make money. Why would I be scared? After that bye, they don't have real rest. If we wrap up the AFC, then we would have all the rest we need. We'd take the first week off anyways. We'd have a bye anyways. Dozy Dope with a $2 donation. Mind you, I don't just want revenge. Dozy Dope, I just don't want revenge. I want the ability to be historical. I want us to be the best we can be. If you have the opportunity to do something that's not been done in the NFL for, I don't know, 40 years, and it's only been done once, and you turn on the ability to do that, bro, I going undefeated, bro, listen, for anybody that's just tuning in to the Ravens schedule, I went, hey, Gregory Smith with a $10 donation. He said, you're the best. Man, y'all are the best. Thank you so much for that, brother. Much love, much love, much love. Thank you for the support. Best nation, guys, donation. Look, we're Raven fans for the most part. We got some guys in here that aren't, but for most of us, we're Raven fans. When have you ever remembered scared and Ravens being used in the same sentence? Real talk. When? The only way that I would say rest our starters is if, we're 14-2. Last game is the Steelers. We know the Steelers play dirty. Fine, rest them. I got no problem with that. None. But if you got the opportunity, you're 16-0. Rogue Pie Hope. What do you mean never? No, whoa. Oh, you saying never? Oh, yes. Never had scared in it. So why would I start half-stepping? If we had the opportunity to go 16-0, I'm not going in there scared. I want it all. And I don't care. Look, I'm be real with y'all. You don't speak for every Raven fan. On this, I speak for every Raven fan. We want it all. Everything. We want it. I want it all. Oh, I want it all. Give me. Give me. Oh! Got me out here tripping, bro. I'm dead serious with you. I want it all. If we had the opportunity to get it, you go up there and get it. This all. This guy might get hurt. He wasn't worth it, Nitro. Half stepping when we could have an undefeated season. Harbaugh would have won, bro. Harbaugh would have won. What's it called? Tripping out the fan base, bro. Softening up the fan base. He would have won, bro. He won. Because let me tell you right now, if that's the possibility, we got to take it. Professor walked down, $2 donation. He said, imagine going 17-0 and run 6 times in the division, bro. I'm telling y'all, I would be pissed. I would be pissed if we had the ability. Because look, mind you, hey, Rogue Pot chilling, just waiting for football to begin. Let me tell you right now. Professor walked out. Thank you again for that too. The $2 donation, man. Best station in the world donation. Let me tell you right now. The Bills, I feel like we beat. I'm going over it again. Bills, we beat. Browns, we beat. Lions are the team that I'm worried about. That's the team. Out of the first 6 games, the Lions, I feel like are going to start hot. And if any team out of those will beat us, they're going to be the one to beat us. The Chiefs, I'm telling you this right now, we beat the Chiefs by double digits. The Chiefs are getting dealt with by double digits. It will not be one of those games where it's a nail biter and it comes down to 3 points, something like that. No, it's going to be 10 points we're going to beat them by. So I'm not worried about them. Texans, Rams. So I'm trying to tell you, if we don't lose against the Lions, I look at that as being 6-0. Real talk. I look at that as being 6-0. Then it's a bye. Then it's Bears. That's 7-0. Dolphins, 8-0. Vikings, 9-0. Browns, 10-0. Jets, 11. First time playing Bengals, that makes 12. Steelers, the first time we play them, that makes 13. I told you the only other team I work is the second time we faced the Bengals. There's Patriots, Packers, Steelers. Bro, what's your score for Buffalo? I think it's going to be an ugly game because the first game of the season. When we played Buffalo, I think we beat them 24-17, something like that. 24-17. I can see that happening, definitely. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I'd be surprised if it's a blowout. I'll be very surprised. Because the first game of the season, people are rusty. People are getting used back to the speed of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the first time they're really going against other people and hitting for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So usually people come off. They don't just come out guns blazing. So I can see us doing well. But also at the same time doing well, I can see that, you know what I'm saying, the Bills might do a little well too. We both might be a little rusty. But the Ravens irk it out at the end. You know what I'm saying? 24-17, something around that effect. 24-21, something like that. And then, you know, we get our first win. Then it's Browns is a win. The Lions game, I'm telling y'all, bro. I know we're facing the Bills and the Chiefs at their place. But I'm not scared of them. I'm not scared of neither of them at all. Like, not even this much. My prediction, Kingsley said his prediction is 27-14. All right, bet. I can see that. Okay. What if Lamar, our wide receiver group, stop dropping passes and Lamar throw for 55 touchdowns? Bro, they're not going to stop. They're not. We've been saying that for years now. Saying that for the last 3-4 years. They like to drop passes. So I'm not saying, and mind you, I think the Bills are still a very good team. If it's a blowout, I'll be very surprised, even though I'd welcome happily a blowout. But I think that we beat, even though the Bills game will be closer, the Chiefs game is going to be double-digit win. And like I said, the Lions is going to be that game that I'm worried about out of those 6 games. I think, listen, let me tell you something right now. I'm going to tell you this right now. Because I be doing this, right? You see the Bills game? See that Bills game? I have a feeling that they're going to want to force feed Mark Andrews in the first game of the season. And I think because the first game of the season, he's going to have a robust stat line. I think it's going to be a tight end game. I think him and Isaiah Likely are each going to have well over 60 yards apiece and a touchdown apiece. Each. I think that Mark Andrews gets close to 100 yards in that game. I really do. I think he gets around probably 80, 90 yards, 2 touchdowns, Likely with 60 or 70 with a touchdown, and then the receivers do the rest. I think it's going to be one of those games where they're going to try to build back up Mark Andrews' confidence, and they're going to go to him early and often. So Mark Andrews, the first game, is going to have a very good game. But then I think the Browns game, I think Isaiah Likely has an amazing game. The Lions game, I think Isaiah Likely has an amazing game. And the Chiefs game, I think he has an amazing game. I'm telling you, Isaiah Likely is going to have something like over 700 receiving yards this year. Jared Thompson, not sure I can see 45-42 Bills win. First game of the season, you said 40 points? Bro, that'd be crazy. Crazy. Could you imagine, bro? I'll tell you this right now, the NFL would love it. They would love it all day. Because you already know there's going to be a whole bunch of viewing. People are going to be going crazy, talking out the side of their necks. It's going to be crazy. So, yeah. So, I'm not saying that the NFL would love it. They would love that. So, yo, we in here tonight, guys. Don't worry. We're going to be in here for a while, bro. No, I ain't shutting this off for a minute. We gonna be going deep in it. Don't worry, we're gonna have fun and everything. But I'm not scared of the schedule at all, man. I'm not. Listen, and I know that once again we have deficiencies. I want to make sure I put it in context. I know the Ravens have deficiencies, but I think that these other teams have deficiencies also. And once again, I believe in Isaiah Likely the same way that I came out with Chiao and I said that Derrick Henry would go over 1,500 yards. I think that Isaiah Likely goes off. I think he has a darn good year. I think he puts himself firmly in a top 10 tight end position this year. Then when they get rid of Mark Andrews and pay him, then you're going to see what I think he's going to go for over 1,100-1,200 yards. Y'all are not realizing how many plays were left on the field last season. You're not realizing how many run plays were stuffed because of bad offensive line play. And those guys are no longer rookies. You see what I'm saying? So even if Falele was 10% better than what he was last year, that's like 200 more yards on the ground. 100 from Derrick Henry, I'm telling y'all. There were a multitude of plays that were made that everything was blocked perfectly. And Falele was multiple times his guy beat him, or Voorhees' guy beat him and met Derrick Henry in the back. Pause. And then it ended up only being a 10-yard gain, a 9-yard gain, an 8-yard gain. Because Derrick Henry still fell forward for a +5. There were plays with Lamar like that. Where it was like Lamar, you know what I'm saying, had he's ready to go off, and then Falele lets the guy run straight at him. So that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm telling y'all, man, if Falele even plays 10 to 50% better, we're looking at an offense that's even way better than it was last year. I'm talking about a major difference. If that happens, I already told you guys I got Derrick Henry rushing for like 1,500 to 1,600 yards. If Falele plays 10 to 15% better this season, Lamar's cracking 1,000 yards rushing. Keaton Mitchell's gonna have a lot of those plays. Hence why Derrick Henry won't have 2,000. And bro, they'll say that we have surpassed the greatest show on turf. Telling y'all. Shout out to you, Rogue Pod, man. If y'all don't know who that is, that's Hendo. He has his own channel. Check him out. He does great breakdowns, puts a lot of time and effort into his videos. Give him some time, give him some love, guys. He does some good work. I check in ever so often too. I catch his videos almost every day. But he does lives, everything, man. Check out his channel, give him some love. If you haven't already done so, go over there and subscribe. Let me start getting into the chat and reading and talking with you guys. Said most of our division games are at the end of the season. That's the only thing that worries me. Yes. And the Steelers are going to be looking to hurt us. The Browns are early. I don't think we split with the Browns, but I think, like I said before, I think there's a good chance we split with the Bengals. The Bengals, you don't got to say thank you for that ever, Hendo, ever. You already know it's all love, bro. It's all love. You don't ever got to say thank you for support, bro, ever. What was I saying? The Bengals, I feel like are going to be struggling to make the playoffs. So what's going to happen is they're going to give us their best shot, and then some. And then some. So that's where I feel like that's where we can get the L from the Bengals. Because I feel like the Bengals are going to be fighting hard to make the playoffs. I really do. We put Emory over Falele, 2,000 yards for Henry, 5,000 for Lamar. Yami talking. Whoa. Yami's on that right now, bro. Tactical Precision says, I don't know if people who watch ever really played organized football, because any real football player would know Lamar Jackson is the truth. Yeah, he is, bro. He easily is. Easily is. But once again, the media is going to paint a narrative. Let me tell you something right now. Lamar Jackson has been our force multiplier for the entire team. That's why we've been winning at the clip that we've been winning at. Because even when our pass defense is the worst in the league, even when we're not getting to the quarterback, even when our line is playing bad, even when guys are dropping the ball, 8 is still there to pick up the team. I want to remind everybody, we lost every game that Lamar did not have 114 passer rating or higher in. The Ravens are very Lamar-centric, Lamar-dependent. That's why I'm saying I'm championing Isaiah Likely, because I truly believe that Isaiah Likely is a force multiplier in the pass game. He's just not been given the true opportunity that he deserves. If the Ravens take off those shackles of Isaiah Likely, it's over. That's the only way I can see Lamar throw over 5,000 yards. That's the only way. The only way. The only way. If the Ravens say Likely, you're free. Go ahead. All bets are off. Listen, if that happens, let me let you understand what's gonna happen. So you understand the context. Lamar is a force multiplier, and so is Derrick Henry. Okay? Everybody has to try to meet Derrick Henry in the hole, pause, before he gets going, or that head of steam starts mowing dudes over. Right? That's also because of that, it makes the play action that much dangerous. But then you have to play the sides, the edges, totally sound. You cannot cheat on the edges because then Lamar can also be the person to run that up. So people are saying, oh man, what are we going to do on that? Because you just can't leave Lamar there. So now everybody's at the line of scrimmage. If Isaiah Likely starts to be Isaiah Likely, starts mossing dudes, which we've seen the capable of doing, routing dudes up, becoming a yak monster that we've seen him doing with his sure-handedness. Now, teams are going to come in and say, bro, okay, we got to take him away. 2 people got to watch him. That literally means somebody has to be open. Forget saying one-on-one. That means coverages are going to be broken a lot. Zay Flowers is going to be running totally untouched, unfettered throughout the field. Bateman's going to be running untouched, unfettered throughout the field. Tylan Wallace unfettered and untouched. I'm talking step by step, heart to heart, left by left, they all fall down. Y'all get what I'm saying? That's the opportunity we have when we're playing with what's it called, Isaiah Likely. That's why I want him to get the chances that I think he deserves. Because if he's getting it, now we have a force multiplier in the pass game. And then if that's it, it's over. Oh my God, it's over. Yeah, I have no idea, bro. It's up. Need everybody locked in after the bye week. You know I'm gonna be locked in. You know all of us guys. You know I know lunch break hot take shots to those guys. They're going to be locked in. Hendo from the Road Pod going to be locked in. Coach from Sit the Tally Films going to be locked in. Ing from Ing Ravens going to be locked in. Raven C is going to be locked in. Flex Zone is going to be locked in. All of us going to be locked in, bro. I'm telling y'all, that's why all the time I keep saying where I know for a fact when it comes down to this team, that's why I put so much onus on John Harbaugh. Because if John Harbaugh say, you know what, we want to play through Isaiah Likely, that's your big three. Not Zay Flowers and Lamar and Derrick Henry, or Bateman, Lamar, and Derrick Henry. No, your big three is Isaiah Likely, Lamar, and Derrick Henry. If we do that, it's over. Our best yak player is Isaiah Likely. Our most sure-handed receiver is Isaiah Likely. Our best jump ball specialist is Isaiah Likely. So you should likely give him the ball. Jay with a $10 donation. Jay going to be locked in a 2-peat. I can see it. Bro, wiping people's nose on it, bro. It's going to be over, bro. Hopkins is old. Should get off of him 5 years ago. Should have got him 5 years ago. Nelly, no, that's true. But I feel like he's going to be a great backup to the team. I think he's going to be able to make still some plays. And he's respected. He's respected. He's respected. You got to understand that. A lot of times, it's not so much about if they can still do it. It's about the respect that the opposing teams will give them. Yak goes to the Zays as a unit. Yeah. Bateman is nice. But once again, will I get with another $50 on that? Oh my God. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Not my dad! Finish him, Daddy.
What? $50 donated from will.i.am. Thank you so much, man. A true pick your poison offense. If we stay out of our own way, from play calling, execution, drops. will.i.am. Thank you for not only that $50 donation, but thank you for speaking facts and truth. Bro, we have weapons. Are they the best? No. Do I believe Isaiah Likely could be one of the best? Yes. I've told y'all this already. Isaiah Likely could be a top 3 tight end or the best tight end in the entire NFL. I've been saying it from the time we drafted him. So y'all can't say I've changed. I'm just saying that now. I've been saying that. Man, I love you guys, man. Y'all sitting out here supporting, man. Thank you so much, man. The support is so needed. Thank y'all, man. I love you guys. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Y'all don't even know, man. The support is amazing, man. Y'all, just forget the support makes doing this so much worth. I love doing this, but when y'all support, y'all don't know how much it helps. Y'all don't have no idea. It helps get new equipment, helps do different things. It really does. Thank y'all so much for the support, guys. The love and support is greatly needed, man, and appreciated. Thank you, God, for your love and support, your heavenly grace. Yes, sir. And mind you, Max Ace, you're saying Ravens schedule is so hard. It's always hard. Name a season that the Ravens had an easy schedule. Name another season that the Ravens had an easy schedule. Please, let me know. I need to know. I want to know, what do you want? I like to know. Oh, tell me, please. We always have a hard schedule. That's part of being a Raven fan. The AFC North has always been a gauntlet. Think about it. Steelers are hard-hitting, hard defense, stuff like that. Ravens are the Ravens. Bengals, Carson Palmer, Ocho Cinco. Yeah, you act like we've never seen this before. Like, come on now. Ain't had one since Trent Dilfer, bro. It's crazy, bro. That's not true. Nobody outright whooped us. The Browns did with Baker Mayfield. Remember, I think they blew us out 42-24, something like that. Remember? It was like the second or third game of the season. They wiped our nose that game. It was like 42-24, they beat us. And Lamar didn't have a bad game either. It was the defense was just getting smoked. If Mark on the field, he bet not have no gloves on. Once again, during the regular season, he's good, but this should be when the torch is passed. I would love, listen, fine, he's on the team, you didn't get rid of him. Okay, fine. He gets his title as a Baltimore Raven, right? He goes down as the greatest tight end in Baltimore Ravens history until then, Isaiah Likely finally takes over for it. That's how good I think Isaiah Likely could go down as the greatest tight end in Baltimore Ravens history. Straight up. We went 14-2 that season. Yes. You remember. Because we started off 2-2. Yep, we started off 2-2 that game. And then we got Marcus Peters, and that solidified the back end of our defense, right? And then we took off. Okay. I wouldn't mind that fine. We didn't move on from him. Get him his Super Bowl. He will be a good player on another team. And give the reins to Isaiah Likely. 2019. I knew it was like someone like that. I keep up on it. It was something like that. I knew it was. Because I'm sitting there like, bro, it has to be. Gotta be. We're team facts and truth. Then there's team keep it clean, all love, but there's a different. Yo, team keep it clean, that's my guy, man. Ingraven, that's my guy. Like, out of the streamers, that's my guy. Like, straight up, man. Straight up, man. Oh, always show love and support, man. A lot of love goes out to. That's why. Listen, let me tell you something right now. A lot of people get on Nitro and get on me and stuff like that about certain things. Y'all never understood. Y'all never seen. Y'all never seen. I don't bad talk the other streamers. I want everyone to do well. Like that's my energy. Like when I talk about guys, I see the hard work. I see the dedication. Why would I wish bad on people doing what I'm doing? That's stupid to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know some people have that mentality, but I'll straight up call it that's stupid to me. Like, you go out, you do your best, and you support everybody, and you keep it moving. Hope the best for everybody. Straight up, that's how I am. And that's another reason why I want these guys to get paid. You know what I'm saying? If we win, let me tell you something right now. If we win the Super Bowl this year, Mark Andrews is getting paid by another team. Let me know that now. He's going to be a Super Bowl champion, top 10 tight end. He's going to go somewhere else and get money. A lot of the guys are. That's why it's so hard to keep a team together when you win the Super Bowl. Because everybody gets paid. Trying to tell you, Likely, bro, I'm telling y'all, Lamar unanimous MVP 2, loading. Ooh. Bruh. If Lamar puts up those stats, he should be MVP. But I can see them fighting and not letting him, or being like maybe Joe Burrow should win it. Straight up. Straight up. I can see that happening. I can see that very well happening. Demetrius, hard facts. What did he say? Where's Demetrius? Yeah, same year we beat the undefeated Patriots. What's it called? Man, not having. Oh, and shout out to Ardarius too. We brought that up. Ardarius injured and stuff like that. I feel like Ardarius should have gotten paid. He didn't. They played that game, and he was thinking that he balls out and then goes to greener pastures like a Geno, where somebody else finally gets that payday for himself. And now he's not. Now he's not going to. I think the Ravens bring him back next year. I really do. I think he gets paid this year, what he's getting paid now, and then the Ravens make him play one more, like a 1-year deal. Him coming off the end because we know he could play well. And I think once he goes through it, they give him a 1-year deal, and then he gets paid. I want him to get paid very well, man. The NFL stands for not for long. These players only have X amount of time to earn as much money to last them for the rest of their lives. And when it lasts them for the rest of your lives, that means schooling, colleges, mortgages, cars, insurances, medical bills, family bills, mom and pops. You know what I'm saying? Because when a lot of these players are the first person in their family to achieve generational wealth. There's a lot of responsibility that goes on their plate. And nobody, usually with players, they're going to help out their mother and father, people that have been there for the rest of their lives. Even though they might help out everybody, their mother and father usually, that they're going to help them out. So those are a lot of bills. So he has to look to make as much money. So I want him to get paid. I really do. I want these players to make all the money they can. I don't hate on none of these players again. That's why you saw me celebrating that Derrick Henry got his. A lot of people were mad that Derrick Henry got paid. Why would I be mad that Derrick Henry got paid? The man almost rushed for 2,000 yards. What'd you expect? Like, he has to get paid. Lamar changed how the MVP award is awarded. Yeah, he really did. He really did. They're looking at it now like it's all about the narrative. They turn it into the NBA. The MVP for the NBA is, to me, Giannis should have 4 MVPs. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in the NBA. They literally said the year when he won the finals, he should have won the MVP that year too. They literally came and said, we're not going to give him another one and vote him if he doesn't win a title. Then he won in the same year they didn't give it to him, he won the title. And they pretty much said they're not going to give it to him the year because now all of a sudden, now there's no longer Russell Westbrook, and now there's Jokic getting close to triple-doubles or averaging triple-doubles. Now it's a big deal again. It's nasty work. So that's why when it comes to the Lamar stuff, why I go so hard, because they change up, they lie, they make narratives, all that stuff. I don't know if Lamar throws for 4,500 passing yards and rushing for 1,000 yards, there'd be no way on God's green earth you can look at it and say we're not giving, especially if he's the number 1 seed in AFC and you don't give him the MVP. It would be, bro, stuff would happen. You would have people you would have a big enough uproar that the commissioner would have to get involved. I'm dead serious with you. Because you'd have a lot of older players speaking up against the Shield at that point, and the NFL does not like when they do that. They would not put themselves in that predicament. Fact, the MVP was always meant the best player. Yeah. That's why I laughed when people said Saquon deserved it, right? And I remember, I'm like, Derrick Henry rushed for 2,000 yards. He didn't get MVP. A lot of the running backs that rushed for, there's only been like 2 running backs that rushed for 2,000 yards that got MVP. Adrian Peterson and I think Barry Sanders. That's not a guaranteed MVP. That's why I be laughing at people. He ran for 2,000 yards as an MVP. Derrick Henry ran for 2,000. Derrick Henry ran for 2,000 plus yards, and he didn't even get Offensive Player of the Year. People seem to forget. Nitro, the issue is even if Lamar has those stats, the narrative would slide the MVP towards Mahomes again. I feel like if not Burrow, Mahomes is going to have some turnovers this year. I told you this before. Mahomes, listen, the Chiefs have 2 speedy receivers. I feel like they're going to be in a lot of 11 personnel because they got Rashee Rice, they got Hollywood Brown, they got Worthy, right? Rashee Rice is that guy that eats up the middle. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood and Worthy could get on top of any safety, pause, in the league. So that means, and you can see Mahomes has been wanting to air it out for a while. He's been playing a lot more regressed and a lot more tempered than he feels comfortable doing. Mahomes likes to take shots. From Texas Tech till now, he likes to throw the ball deep. Those two receivers give him the opportunity. The problem is that they're both not only diminutive receivers that are fast, they're also not stocky. They're small they're small. Like Tyreek Hill was small, but he's built like a running back. You know what I'm saying? So he still has some power to him. That's not Worthy or Hollywood Brown. So I think he's gonna have some touchdowns. I think Mahomes throws for 38 plus touchdowns this year, but I think he's gonna have more than 15 interceptions. Straight up. Are you satisfied with the protection for Lamar? No. I've been satisfied with the protection of Lamar and never. So, yeah. So what have you been? Yo, listen. I want monsters that will stomp on the opposition. The Ravens don't believe on doing that because they don't like mean guys. They like nice guys, church guys, prayer guys, which is no problem with that. But you do need some road graders and some mean, SOBs, you know what I'm saying, that just bring a whole other energy to your team. And the Ravens don't like to get or acquire guys like that no more. So we're hoping that Mike Green turns into that, but we'll see. CJ, I started watching Nitro and got back on the sticks to play Madden. 2011 was the best O-line Ravens have had. McKinney, Grubbs, Burke, Yonda, or her. You sure? 2011 you think is the best? I believe this is the GOAT Ravens team. We're going to get to see. Because like I said before, we have opportunities. But we got to make the most of our opportunities. It makes no sense to do all of those yards, all of those plays, all of those touchdowns for us to forget how to catch in the playoffs. Forget how to run the plays properly in the playoffs. Forget how to block in the playoffs. Forget how to sack the quarterback in the playoffs. Forget how to intercept the ball in the playoffs. Like, bro, no. I need these guys locked in. Locked in. Goma, we had the number one offense and number. You sure? I don't know about that, but we'll see. All right, I mean, if you say so. The Ravens have the number one offense? Yo, someone look that up. Are y'all sure? I don't remember the Ravens ever having the number one offense. Outside of the Lamar years. We had the number one offense? Are you sure? Any of those years of Peyton Manning or Tom Brady? I don't know, but we have to look that up. Or San Diego, or even Drew Brees, the stats that they were putting up. What'd you say, 2011? Nah, there's no way, bro. 2011 would have been, hold on. 2011 NFL offensive rankings. Yeah, you see, it was New Orleans was for total yards. Let's go. Let me go look it up. For passing, it was New Orleans. Rushing, it was the Denver Broncos. Yards wise, it was yards per game. Yards per game, it was the Saints. Total yards, it was the Saints. The Saints had 7,474 yards that season in 2011. We weren't even top 10. We were number 15th. But like I said before, I'm waiting, bro. The schedule's out. We know what we're facing. You know we're going to go deep diving into each game and sort of stuff like that eventually. But I tell y'all, man, I'm worried. I told you the 2 games I think we lose. For mine, I got the Ravens probably going 15-2, 14-3, somewhere like that. I feel like we lose the second game to the Bengals, and I believe we lose to the Lions. If I'm being totally honest. And if we sit all our starters and we wrap up the AFC, we might lose the last game to the Steelers. So that's what I'm saying, 14-3. Heart of the City Clothing. Shout out to the Wunderkind Show, bro. You've been holding it down for the flock. All love, man. Thank you so much, man. I try my best. And I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one out here in these streets, man. But I do try to hold it down. I got a lot of people depending on me. But yeah, all love to everybody, man. All love. I'm telling y'all, man, this is like, bro, and mind you, I'm not trying to over-exaggerate or hype people up. I'm looking at what we did last year. Mind you, I knew what we could do last year. But if you're saying that now we're getting back Keaton Mitchell, there's a chance that Falele might get a little bit better, or somebody else might be starting that's better than him on the line. Then what are we talking about here? We'll be very much, and there's no way for 10 straight weeks we're going to have the worst pass defense in the league. There's no way. No way. So that's what I'm saying. So if those are the mitigating factors of last year. We had the worst pass defense, right? Or we had some of the worst linebacking play, and our O-line was getting crushed. If that's not happening, then I don't see where there's going to be all of this, we don't handle business. Finally, somebody called it. Thanks, Nitro. What did I call Jamal? It still present a look at what happened to the building. Facts. The safeties without our Darius, we'll get to see. People told me that you see why we drafted a safety. I don't see how you were wrong. I'm like, bro, I did not want a safety in that. I mean, but it is what it is. Malachi should be a good player. I wanted O-line. I wanted total protection for Lamar, and not just for this year, for the foreseeable future. I did not want Falele starting again, but here we are, and you know what I'm saying, and they're gonna run back with it. They said Falele's been working his butt off too, so we'll get to see if we see a difference. Guys can get better. We've seen guys get better. So if he even gets 10% better, then that's a big jump. Because the amount of mistakes that he made, the amount of yards left on the field because of Falele and Voorhees, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. Telling y'all. Man, I got this fly in here. Justin Simmons would be a great. That's what I was thinking before. Remember, I pointed it out. I said Justin Simmons coming back. I would like for him to be on the team. I think he would do well too. But most likely, I think it might be a little too expensive for our taste. So then the Ravens might not take the chance to get him. But whatever. I still want either Clowney or Judon. Hey, we can't forget we lost our online coach last year. That too. RIP to him. He knows Mahomes very well. Now I did not want Jamal Adams. Don't try me. I said I do not. I said Jamal Adams is always hurt. I do not need a guy that's hurt all the time like that, Yami. No. That man, listen, he make plays, come down and play in the box. Strong safety type. But, man, that man is always hurt. Do not put him on this team. We do not need a guy that is going to be out for multiple games. That's redundant. Like, we're always hurt, so we need a guy that can be healthy. Clowney would be a good addition. Didn't he play with Zach Orr? Telling you, bro. I would take him or Judon. We're not going to get both. Him or Judon would be greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Judon would take our team to a whole nother level. Whole other level. Quandre Diggs isn't bad, but Justin Simmons I'd pick over everybody. Over everybody. I think EDC didn't go for Simmons in the draft because of how Voorhees and Ajabo turned out being drafted after a big injury. Yeah. Mind you, that's not our fault. Listen, a lot of people were talking like, oh, we shouldn't have got Pickens and everything else. Oh, we told you because Pickens got traded. Oh, we really liked Jabo. I told them from then Jabo was a bad pick. A pass rusher doesn't drop that far, bro. He doesn't. He doesn't. We need KVN right now. We can't get rid of him right now. We can't. We can't. Who are we gonna put in? Even though I would who are we gonna put in replacement of Jabo? Like, we can't. We cannot. So that's why I'm saying, like, getting Judon, and Judon, I think he was a little bit injured and came back from the injury or something like that. But Judon is 1 year removed from like 16 sacks. Let me check. I'm dead serious, bro. Judon's like a season off of going like 16 sacks. I'm like, he's 32 years old. He could play 1 or 2 more years. He can play 1 or 2 more years. In our defense, he can give us 8 or 9 sacks. I'm telling y'all this. He had 5.5 sacks a year previous, right? Looking for sacks. He had 12.5, 15.5. Then he got injured and only had 4 for Patriots. Then he had 5.5 for Atlanta. Yeah, bro, he can still contribute, bro. Oh, I know tactical. I know. Trust me, you ain't the only one that felt like, bro, you tripping right now with the Lamar thing. You could tell his whole mindset is for after football. Because let's be real. KVN is pretty much close to the end. He's pretty much close to the end. So he's looking at it like, you know what I'm saying? Let me get into these Lamar conversations from now. That's what they're paid to. I'm telling you, that's what they're paid to do. Nigel Falele being an elite run blocker. He has all the physical tools. The question is, does he put it together to make it work? You know what I'm saying? Like that's being real. Oh my, if TJ Watt became a rate, bro. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening. It's not happening. They will not let that happen. They will not I repeat, they will not let that happen. The NFL would come in and block it. I'm telling you right now, that's not happening. It's not happening. That is not happening. Sorry. I wanted Brandon Swinson at edge and Quincy Riley at corner, both in the fourth round. Once again, you know what I'm saying? I wanted some guy. All my guy mostly was linemen, so Ajabo and Owe both low-key the same person. Oh my gosh. Mike Green might get 20 sacks. This Rick, go man. He ain't getting no 20 sacks. I think Mike Green gets somewhere around 8 or 9 sacks this year. I think around 8 or 9. If Owe gets 16 sacks, he's no longer a Raven. He's no longer a Raven. He would have outpriced himself, and he's gone. Tell you that right now. 16 sacks. So he would have had back-to-back double-digit sack seasons. Do you have any idea what the market is saying you would have to earn? Bro. They're not paying him. You can't say every team we face this year is not going to be worried playing us. Every team's going to be worried playing us. Every team. Because they know if the Ravens are on their P's and Q's, they can't beat the Ravens. The Ravens beat themselves. Every team knows this. They hang their hat on it. And that's what I'm saying. Justice Hill's a constant producer, but that's going to be cutting in because you got to remember, Keaton Mitchell is extremely explosive. So with the emergence back now of Keaton Mitchell coming back off an injury, right? He's coming back off injury. He's going to be able to play again. And you're going to have Justice Hill also, bro. Come on now, bro. Come on now, bro. It's like they're going to be, bro. It's one of those things you're going to be looking at and being like, dang, okay, I see what you're saying. They're going to use Keaton heavily. Heart of the City said, if Owe get 15 seconds, I get everyone free flock gear. Pin it. Yo, let me take a picture. Let me take a picture of that, bro. Let me take a picture of that, bro. Oh, man. Bro, because let's be real. It's so, bro, it'd be so out of the ordinary of him doing that, bro. It'd be crazy. Because it's like, bro, him getting 15 sacks. Come on now, bro. If he's getting 15 sacks, that means that Matabike probably got 10. I'd straight up. It'd be crazy. Owe probably has that in him. I don't think Owe has enough moves to do that. I don't think Owe has enough moves to be a 15 sack guy. Unless he got hot. Like it's getting hot, like that hot. Like Florida before hurricane hot. Amazon jungle hot. African Sahara Desert hot. The Bengals got Clowney. What? The Bengals didn't get Clowney. When did that happen? What the? Hold on. I don't see that happening, bro. I don't see it. People would have hit me with it. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it, bro. I swear 3XXXL. I'm a 2X, so it's cool. Meanwhile, Trey Hendrickson at 17.5, and the Bengals don't want to pay him. Bro, that's crazy to me, too. Trey Hendrickson has had back-to-back 17.5 sack seasons. Back-to-back. Bro. I wouldn't want to play either if I put up that level of stats. That's 30 plus. That's 30 plus sacks in 2 seasons. Lamar World, was good. What are you, bro? I'm looking at, I don't see where they signed him. Bengals signed Clowney. So then all that's left now is if that's true, that literally means the only person left is Matthew Judon. I'm looking, I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. I would hate for that to happen, but okay. Lamar fans and Raven fan, what's good? We good, bro. We in here. We here doing what we got to do. We talked about the schedule. Broke down how we feel like the Ravens are going to win. Broke down what we might need. Broke down some stuff with Falele. Broke down the offense. We've been breaking down a lot. So we've been live now for well over 2 hours. We're going to be ending up soon. So it's almost 10:30. We've been live for a minute, bruh. We've been putting in work. But listen, guys, I'm serious though. Like, I'm looking at it saying Ajabo is not going to contribute heavily unless he has one of the greatest turnarounds of all time. Then it would behoove us to go get what's his name, Clowney or Matthew Judon. At their age and whatever else, they're going to give us at least 6. I would say Judon's giving us at least 5 or 6 sacks. That's double the amount that we're going to get from Ajabo. You broketed my nose. Oh, man. Longest Yard. Funniest football movie of all time. Davion is still a free agent. That's what I'm saying. Starks have a great shot at winning that. I don't think Starks win it. I think if Mike Green gets hot, he can win it. Real talk. If Mike Green gets hot, he can win it. Like, real talk. I'm going through everything, man. Bro, I'm telling y'all, what is it called? Prime time. Oh, yeah, they're saying who got primetime games. The most primetime games is Kansas City with 7. Cowboys got 6. Dolphins got 5. The Falcons got 5. Eagles got 5. Lions got 5. Washington got 5. Bills got 5. San Francisco got 5. Chargers got 5. So, yeah. Ravens been needing to. Bro, man, I can't. Mike Green, he's played in a high school league last year. We'll see. Kenyatta, y'all better not say, oh, if Mike Green blows y'all up, like, oh, that's cheating, and I don't know how he felt to the Ravens, because I'm real about stuff. Like, you know what I was surprised about? Even the Bengals, them not bringing back Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon proved how good he was, and they let him go to the Texans, and he's been balling. Bro, it's because of the Taylor Swift. As long as Travis Kelce is in the league, he ain't going nowhere. They're gonna have all that stuff because of the Taylor Swift pool. Flex Zone finally, it was good. Flex. The schedule is always hard. Always. It's never not hard. Bro, this is crazy. Listen, a lot of teams are scared. They don't want to face the Ravens. They don't want to face the Ravens. They're pissing down the side of their leg. A lot of these teams are looking at their schedules and they're wishing that they have to go against us. So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not scared at all. I say bring it on. That's how I am. I say bring it on. I think we have a good enough chance to be the best easily in the league this year. What's good night? I'm good Flex. But once again, it can be hardballed up. I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all just got in here, we have 131 people in here. I've said it and I'll say it again. I think the Ravens go 15-2, 14-3. That's what I feel. Barring injury. I think that's what we do. Now if we do not lose to Detroit, because that's what I'm picking to beat us in the first 6 weeks. If we do not lose to them, the Ravens can legit end up 11-0. Real quick. Tell you that right now. If we get to that 11-0, that 13-0 is right there. After 13-0, then you got to start playing for the record. And then, you know what I'm saying, then it's cookies. Then we're going to have to really worry about that Bengals game. Because I think the Bengals, that last game with the Bengals, they're going to try to throw everything they can at us to make the playoffs and to beat us. Straight bring them all on. You already know what it is, bro. Ain't nobody scared over here. Ain't no half-stepping over here. We Raven fans. Oh, I think we beat the Bills and the Chiefs. I think we beat the Chiefs by 10 or more points. I think we put 10 or more points on the Chiefs. I've already said that. Just let you know that, Flex, if you didn't catch it. I think the two teams that we lose to if we get the losses for 15-2 will be the Bengals, the second time we play the Bengals, and then the Lions. But if we beat Detroit and we end up being like 13-0, bro, then it's up. Then it's on. Manuel, what's good? What's good? I'm telling y'all, man, we have enough to make the move. The problem is if we're going to do it. That's what it comes down to, if we're going to do it. The Ravens will have the ability to do certain things and not do it because they want to be hard-headed and foolish and Harbaugh-ish. Not in for those games this year at all. At all. I don't want to hear it. Like Harbaugh, like I'm gonna be real with you. This is why I told you, and mind you, for everyone that just tuned in and you guys heard me say this already, we have a force multiplier in Derrick Henry and a force multiplier in Lamar Jackson. We've never had a force multiplier in the pass game. You understand where I'm coming from? From the receiving end. We never had that. Never. If Isaiah Likely, they take those shackles of Isaiah Likely, then it's up. It's very much over. The Ravens will break multiple records, be called the second greatest show on turf. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? And then win the Super Bowl. By literally just outscoring people. We will average 30, 35 points a game. Legit. I'm talking Denver Broncos, Peyton Manning level scoring. A while ago that he wouldn't mind Oway on the Chiefs. Your thoughts? He actually loves physical ability. Then when he gets in, he doesn't do anything. He gonna complain. Joe going to throw 50-plus times. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And when we face, the second time we face the Bengals, we're going to catch literally their best that they can do. They definitely have a muzzle on Likely. Yeah. Anybody can see that they do. Anybody can see that they do. We can definitely do it with this team. Definitely, bro, but we have deficiencies. Every team does. Do I want better O-line? Yes. But can we win? Yes. Like, what are we talking about here? Being real, man. I'm just being real, man. I'm being real. Bengals Super Bowl champions. If you say so. If you say so, bro. I don't see it happening, but okay. Hey. Support your team, bro. That's what you're supposed to do. Harbaugh may feel like Likely is too small. Likely has been pancaking people in the run game. There's no excuse for him not to be on the field. Go watch Likely. Likely be pushed, like taking dudes, throwing dudes out of the club. And they still don't give him the opportunity. He'll moss 3 guys and they'll put him on the bench. They saw what he did to the Chiefs. And after that game, they said, hey, man, go on that bench, man. Why we decided to lean on you? Y'all mind, you know how much he's going to cost? Telling y'all, bro. Likely is that 199 overall player that you need to use but don't. Yeah. I don't see the Ravens making that around 2. That's cool if you don't see it. Seeing is believing, right? We'll see you there. You know, we ain't scared. We are not scared of anything. We're going to run it up. You already know how we are. And we're going to handle business. We're very well going to handle business. very well gonna handle business. Ain't none of us scared on that, bruh. None of us. We got it. We got it. And the amigos, we got it. Oh my gosh, man. Listen, man, it's 10:25. We've been on for about 2 hours. I want to thank you for showing up for another episode of the Wunderkind Show. That's the schedule. Listen, guys, we have 2 videos and a live coming up tomorrow also. Please make sure if you have not already done so, go over and like the stream if you have not done so. And check out the Wunderkind Morning Show. We're live Monday through Thursdays, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. We will be live tomorrow. We'll touch on this. We'll touch on Henry's contract. We'll touch on Ardarius's injury. So if you want more of this content, make your way over to the Wunderkind Morning Show. It is another channel. Type it in. Wunderkind Morning Show. You understand where I'm coming from? You will see the logo, and the logo looks like this. You understand where I'm coming from? That's what the logo looks like. So go there, support, and subscribe, okay, guys? Let's get that up to 500, man. That's for the members of this channel. And every morning we live. We cover all hot topics in sports. And on top of that, at the end of every show, we have nostalgia trivia from the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, guys, all right? Also, if you'd like to donate, you guys know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Love the support. It's so greatly appreciated. It's needed, and I love you guys for making this, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, like I said, we could take this even further, but we're going to keep working. I'm going to keep giving out everything I got, okay? But that's the episode of the Wunderkind Morning Show, guys. Oh, yeah, he does it on Fridays. On Fridays, I usually go live from my phone from the bread box, so we're back on the Wunderkind Show. But the Wunderkind Morning Show is Monday through Thursdays, 9:30 to 10:30. So be there and be squared, guys. Gerald Longmire with a $5 donation. Hey, I'm not scared of them. Bring them on. Slap. Double slap. Black hand side slap. Ouch. Don't worry. I got you. Play it. Shout out to you, Gerald Longmire. Best nation in the world. Donation, guys. Thanks for the love and support, guys. But that's an episode of the Wunderkind Show. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning on the Wunderkind Morning Show. And y'all know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Peace, guys. Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.